So, Gentle Bend is one of the trails at Mountain Ridge ATV Park. It is a lot of fun to drive, but it's difficult to make this trail interesting to watch someone else ride. Some trails, like the black trails, are more engaging just because you're getting through obstacles and there's a lot to see, but on this trail there's a lot of just gentle turns, soft hills, and it winds through maybe the northern third of the park. It's a very large trail. So instead of boring you guys with all the details of me riding on a trail and not saying much, instead I'm going to cover the 3 features that are most interesting on this trail: the Hillclimb, a Mudhole, and the Windmills. But I hope you'll stick around. Here we go. Perhaps the most notable feature on this trail is the Hillclimb. I've mentioned the Hillclimb in several other videos, but this was the first one that I went on, and I actually rather like this Hillclimb, even if it does make me a bit nervous.
Oh, look, those little ducks. Oh, they're not ducks. Oh, yeah. There it is, my friend. Damn. Right? All right. Let's send it.
Okay, so I'm still new at this. I will be the first one to admit that I am still new at this kind of stuff. I went down this hill in high gear 2-wheel drive. This was before I knew that 4-wheel drive lets you have better engine braking on hills. So if you listen very carefully, you're going to hear something that I haven't heard anyone talk about with the Grizzly 700, and that is it's a clicking. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it's like the belt sliding over the CVT thingamajig, but just listen carefully here.
All right, so last time I put it in low gear coming down here. This time I'm going to leave it in high gear and just see how that is.
So this sound is actually why I decided to go down in high gear. Last time I went down in low gear and I thought, well, hey, maybe it was too much weight against the steepness of the hill. So I thought maybe high gear would give me less clicking on the teeth. Predictably, this did not give me very much engine braking, and I would not recommend doing this. Stick with low gear, it's there for a reason, but just do 4-wheel drive.
Did that one make you pucker up at all?
Oh, it was more scary until I got there. It actually didn't feel bad.
Yeah, like going up, it actually really doesn't feel bad, but coming back down, I'm like coming down like, oh.
Like, but when I was going up, it didn't feel bad.
Next, we have the Windmills. Gentle Bend actually drives past 6 of the windmills on the entire farm. It's a really cool opportunity to get up close and personal and even touch a windmill, but it gives you a real sense of just what this park is all about. Just look at that shadow. It is massive. These things are huge. They block out the sun.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Let me get a photo of this.
Next, and I realize that this is not as exciting as the Windmills or the Hillclimb, but I'll consider it an honorable mention. We have a mud hole. It's not a huge mud hole, but for anyone on an ATV, you know that mud is life.
Go through the puddle, but full send it. I'll get it on camera. Woo! And that looks so cool, man. When you just make a huge puddle of water. Oh man.
It was like you couldn't see the front of it.
And the last honorable mention, it is not necessarily a specific place, but there are a lot of cool woods. There are several places where there's just tons of pine trees and they are closing in all around you, and they just give you a really cool shot like this.
This is like one of my favorite sections right here. Gentle Bend is a green trail, but it just takes you through some really cool spots. And this is one of them. It's just, there's something about going through a pine forest like this where it's so thick that you can't see the sun. And I just really like it. And you just feel like the trees are closing in around you. And it's not like a claustrophobic, scary thing. It's more like, it's just nice. I like it. All right, so we're at the top of the hill climb, and you just sit through some woods here.
And right there, at the top of the hill climb and right under the windmill is where I got one of the coolest photos. I love this spot, and it's super narrow here. It's just something special. And there you have it. These are the things that I loved most about this ride. I would highly recommend Gentle Bend to anyone who's coming to this park. It is very beginner friendly, it's a relaxing cruise, and it has elements that keep it interesting as a green trail. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, this is a part of an ongoing series for Mountain Ridge. My brother and I, we did a 3-day camping trip to this park and we had a blast. And I have so much footage to get through that I can't possibly do it in one video. In our next video, if you guys stick around, I will show you what we did to make this picture happen. And no, it's not photoshopped. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.